I just realized I was logged in as Holy Fire Games.
Nice. All right. It looks like we're live.
Hey, everyone. How is it going? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It looks like we're live. Oh, I got to mute.
All right. Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, I got to pause the other video here.
Oh, that was you, wasn't it? Yeah, that's what it was. Thought it was me.
Wonder if I can. I'll actually switch.
Wasn't it? Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. There, I'll switch over for the chat here.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the chat too. Right. Hello, everybody. Hello, Shelly, Deborah, Global Travel, Melanie, Brent, Dane, Pleasant Grove, Mike. We got a lot of people on here already. Leland, I tried to catch your live stream the other day, and all it was you staring at the screen for some reason. So I logged off. I think you were just messing with stuff on Twitch. So I just logged off. I was hoping you were going to play the game anyway. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Mel. Hey, Deb. Good to see you. Hey, Panos. And then Lynn.
Just give everyone a minute or two here.
Yeah. Hope everybody's ready for the upcoming holidays.
Yes.
Bobby, are you ready for the upcoming holiday?
Always.
Always.
All right. Well, we're probably good. If not, that's live, so they can. How does that work if somebody joins? Can they scroll backwards or?
Yeah, they can go back to, I think it's like up to 4 hours or something like that. So yeah, they'll definitely be able to scroll back if they want to, or they can watch it live and then scroll back. But it'll be available right after we're done. So.
All right, cool. Sounds good. All right. Well.
Happy Festivus. Yes, Festivus to the rest of us, right? Good old Seinfeld. Love it.
We got lots of stuff to update you guys on. We're just going to go down the list. I'm going to mute my little clicker thing on my mouse. All right. So the first thing I'm sure is on everyone's mind is Day of the Infected timeline. I've been staying away from giving a time estimate just because we've missed the last few. Not really missed it, but we chose not to launch because we didn't need to. So one of the main reasons that we went out and raised the additional funds was so that we could, so that we could hold off as long as we needed to make sure that we had the best game to go public with the first time that we show the game to the masses, to the public. So it's not really that we missed the deadlines. It's that I decided that it wasn't a good time to go public. I wanted to make sure we had more stuff in, revamp stuff. So that's why the previous timelines have always been adjusted, because our timelines are kind of a moving goalpost. If I get to where, if I say next week, I'm not saying next week, but if I say next week and I get to next week and it's not ready, I don't want to feel like I have to launch just because I said it was going to be ready next week. If I have a new feature that I want to get in that's going to make a massive difference, I would rather wait 2 weeks to get it ready and have it done the right way the first time, instead of trying to do a lot of damage control if we launch too soon. So that's the reasoning behind the timelines and why they keep moving. So when you ask for a solid timeline, I can't really give you one because there is no solid timeline. So
right, we don't ever publicly, outside of BDS, even say any kind of timeline. But we usually like to update y'all as best as we can. But yeah, we stray away from the timelines because we want to do it right.
Yeah, we say the coming soon trademark.
Yeah.
On that note, though, I do have an estimated time when I'm looking to launch the new game mode. So I'll get to that in a second. So I do have a schedule that I'm going off of, and I will share that with you guys. But first, I want to talk about we brought on another developer for helping Ben with the user interface and the user experience point of the game. And what this is going to allow Ben to do is focus on the core gameplay stuff, the vehicles, the explosions, the weapons, the new game mode, and the stuff that has a big impact on the overall game and how it feels. and then he won't have to get bogged down with the boring user interface stuff. So I'm working with another developer. We're all in the same chats and everything, so we have a tight integration there. So this new guy, he's getting up to speed right now. Just started yesterday. He's kind of getting up to speed with the project today, and hopefully everything goes smooth. We're just in a test process right now for like a week or two to see if it works out. If it does, then that's going to be a massive weight off Ben's shoulders. That's going to allow us to get done so much faster. Just the user interface stuff that I want done, Ben had quoted it out at like a 2 to 3 week process for everything. So by taking that off of his shoulders and having somebody else work through this month on that part of the stuff really helps us have a lot done when we go public with the game, with a completely new user interface for in-game, as well as the whole player customization aspect of things he's working on, allowing players to choose their custom skins and customizing their weapons with different scopes, different barrels, magazine sizes. So we've got a ton of new features that this guy's working on that we can just add in that's not taking any time away from Ben. And it really allows us to get a lot done in a short amount of time. And he's really affordable. So he's out of South America, Argentina, I think. So it's kind of right in the middle of Ben and I. Ben's in the UK. I'm in Iowa. So it's like 3 hours ahead of me, 3 hours behind Ben. So it works out really nice. It's kind of just snuggled in the middle there. But they have super strong English. I've been on a voice call with them. So it's the communication's there, but the benefit is that he's in a low cost of living area. So it doesn't cost as much to have him hired as it would if I hired somebody in the US or the UK or, that sort of thing. So kind of a win-win of all situations here. And he's supposed to be really experienced. So
does he do websites?
No.
Maybe. No. Okay. It was a shot.
Back end stuff.
So I still have to deal with you saying, hey, could we move this 1 pixel to the left? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or this isn't quite lined up.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
My OCD is triggering. I can't look at this. Or this color needs to be this color. Yeah, Mike was fine with me.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, my Discord crashed. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bobby. Anyway.
Another big thing is that we are moving. This is something that a lot of you guys have said, where you're shooting at zombies and you're not able to hit it. So you don't know what's going on because on your screen, you're aiming at a zombie and you're like, what the heck's going on? Because he's not dying. The reason for that is all of our hit detection was server side. So the problem with everything being server side is that there's latency involved. You have a ping to the server and a ping back. So on the server, your position and the zombie's position are actually different than what you're seeing on your screen. So there's a miscommunication there. So what we're doing is we're moving all of the hit detection to the client side. So you have a lot of benefit there, but you also have risk of cheating. So we're kind of doing a hybrid system where we have a lot of the client handling the hit detection, but then on the server, we check and see if it's within a range of error. So somebody can't just tell the server that it hit somebody on the other side of the map when it was aimed in the other direction. So there's still a lot of protection there. So we kind of have best of both worlds. We have the protection of the server deciding if something hit, but we have the benefit of the client saying if something hit. Best of both worlds. Bottom line, combat is going to feel super responsive. If you're aiming at something and you should have hit it on your screen, then you will hit it. So you're not going to have any of that, unloading a clip into a zombie and he just sits there and laughs at you. So it'll make everything look and feel much better.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that one will be huge. That should be done tonight, I believe, or Monday. So we will have another build out for you guys soon to check out next week for the internal testing, just the gold numbers. If you guys want to check it out. With just a ton of new stuff. I mean, too much stuff to even list. This new game mode is such a massive change from where the game is right now to where the internal build is. It's night and day difference to how the game feels, how the game plays. We have all new weapon animations done. Adam's working on hooking up the sound effects so that when you're reloading, all of the sounds synchronize to what you're doing. It's just a completely different experience, polish-wise. And it looks amazing and it feels amazing, and players are gonna love it to death. So with all that said, I probably could have pushed to have the new game mode out this month still. I know we wanted to have an awesome December and have everyone excited over the Christmas break, but Ben is going to be taking holidays from the 22nd to the end of the month. So I didn't want to release a game mode and then have our developer AFK, away for the rest of the month. If something happens and he's away at holidays, it would just be a massive disaster. If the servers crash, I can restart them and everything like that. But if something major happens, we wouldn't have our team there to take care of it. So instead, what I wanted to do was push it off to the beginning of January. And what that allows us to do is, the team has been pushing so hard for 6-8 months. I don't even know how long it is. It's a little blurry. But, from the 22nd on, I just want the whole team to just relax, finish out 2018 with, get rejuvenated, get rid of stress, and come back ready to hit 2019 super hard and make 2019 the best year that we possibly can. So that's, and again, this is tentative, but the first week of January is what we're looking to do for the first game mode launch. That's all depending on what gets done the rest of today's Friday. So today and next week, as long as things are looking in a good place, then that's what we're looking to do. But it'll be early January is when we are going to be releasing the new game mode, and that's why we're waiting for that. And then when that happens, we're going to blitz YouTube channels. We're going to reach out to all of our existing connections. We've got multiple YouTubers that have 500,000 plus subscribers that have already said that they're going to cover the game again heavily once we have the game mode. Excuse me. I shouldn't drink pop right before I get on the live call.
Nice.
But so we've got a lot of YouTube interest. We've got Twitch streamers that are interested that all have 100,000 plus subscribers. Everyone is interested in this new game mode. And what this new game mode does is it gives people a reason to play. Right now, all you can do is log in, shoot a few zombies, and run around aimlessly, maybe shoot another player. What this new mode does is it puts two teams against each other, and you have to capture different points of interest around the map. And once you capture those points of interest, zombies and other players are going to work to take those points back. So it's a constant cat and mouse game with your team capturing different points, working together, taking down the enemy, and racking up points to win the round. So it adds a lot of action to the game and a reason to play the game. So it gives streamers and YouTubers the ability to capture good content rather than them just running around the woods by themselves shooting a few zombies. It's a totally different experience. So we're going to be hitting that hard. And at that time, you'll be able to all start promoting on social media, tell your kids, your grandkids, ask them to share with their friends. Just start the word of mouth campaign for Day of the Infected. We're going to have another tournament at that point. We'll probably wait for the full month to start, maybe start a tournament in February. We're going to change the requirements to make sure that we make money this time. The tournament was good for what it was. It got us a lot of PR, and players know that we're a real company now because we paid out. So we had a lot of positive feedback from the tournament, but it cost us some money. So what I want to do for this tournament is make sure that we make a profit on it. So we're going to kind of combine the two. So we'll make it so you have to earn X credits through the month to qualify for the tournament, and then it's the top players in game, something like that, as well as the top credit earners, so that we know that everyone is using the rewards platform, generating us revenue, not just playing the game all day long, not generating any revenue for us. So we'll do it in a more organized fashion and make sure that we have all of our bases covered this time. When I announced the first tournament, I thought we were a lot closer to the new game mode. So it was kind of just bad timing all around, but it worked out. So then the goal is to launch on Steam first quarter 2019. And what this depends on, like I've said before, we want to wait to launch on Steam for as long as possible. If we can wait till we have vehicles and explosives and maybe another game mode, as much content as we can possibly do before we launch on Steam, the better our Steam launch will be. So the caveat to that is we want to make sure the company is generating revenue starting right away in 2019. So if we don't get enough traction with the new game mode, with just the word of mouth and YouTubers, I want to see around 10,000 players active on the platform, on the headquarters platform, then we will launch on Steam earlier to get the player base up, and we'll go early access, and we can make it work. I just want to make sure we have the best chance possible for a viral growth on Steam. So the longer we can wait, the better. But there's nothing holding us back from doing it. It's our timing.
And just to clarify, Bobby, why don't you explain what you mean by launching on Steam? Because the game is on Steam. It's available for people to use now on Steam. But what do you mean by launch?
Yeah, so launch, I mean being in the free-to-play section, having our store public. Right now it's a private page that you can't see. What launching would do is make that page public, and then anyone can download without having to get a key from our back office. So it'll still be free, but we're going to show up in all of the store listings and be able to have reviews left on the game, which is why we want to make sure the game is as good as possible, because if we get a bunch of nasty reviews right out the gate, it's very hard to overcome that.
Right.
Very hard. So.
And you mentioned access to the gold members prior to the launch, or prior to everybody else seeing it. Are we going to make another build for that? Or are we talking about the regular dev build that they have access to? Yeah,
it'll be the we'll put up a different branch just for gold members.
Yeah.
It'll basically be another branch of the public one. I want to make sure you guys all get a chance to check it out first before we send it out. So if you have any feedback, we can make it real quick before.
Yeah, because right now we only have, what, 8 of us testing it out,
right.
And it'd be a lot better if we had, public members that don't have dev experience as well. So just give feedback and let us know what they think. So yeah, we're going to let you see it earlier than everybody else. So
yeah,
if that, I think I saw a question about that in there. So
oh yeah. All right. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Doty headquarters. So the headquarters platform is the revamp of the reward platform for Daily Infected. Mike has the initial version ready to go. He's just waiting on me for some content for the getting started guide. I wonder if I can.
Not like you have anything to do, Bobby.
Yeah, right.
Just give me this stuff. Come on.
Log in, and then I'm gonna.
Are you gonna pull it up? Okay.
Yeah. I will share my screen.
Cool. Yeah, basically it's the same, pretty much the same info. It's a different layout. Right now it's not just rewards though. So when we first built it, we made it just a rewards pages, and that's where you can earn the credits and stuff. So what we decided to do was make a headquarters page that included a rewards section inside of it. And that way we can put a lot more info aside from just rewards info. So this is truly the DOTI headquarters. So
yeah,
looks like you're sharing it. Yeah, I'll make it. I think I can do it here.
Yeah, you just gotta click on my screen.
I think that did it.
Yep.
All right.
I think so. Yep, there we go. There's not much lag really. I'm watching it over on the stream muted.
Oh, okay, good.
This is the headquarters, but keep in mind this is the admin view. So we have a lot more stuff in here. You can actually see everything we're going to be working on. But if I wasn't admin, you'd just see this top stuff. So you can see we've got some welcome here, and then it goes over all the different sections. These are the sections that are available to the public. And then we've got our advertising. I actually talked to a new video ad provider that I'm waiting to get hooked up with. There's going to be a video ad that plays up here nonstop. And we're just going to generate tons of revenue just from having people on the site. So we got a quick start guide here that'll bring people up to speed. You can get the Steam key. Once we go public, this section will be gone because it'll just be open to the public. Shows you how to get to the dev branch. And then here's the quick start article. So this is what I need to work on. Basically, we'll have 3 sections for content. So this will be, the in-game area here, this will show you, how to pick up weapons, common keybinds, how to play the game, strategies for playing the game, just things to help a new player get up to speed with the game, tips and tricks. On the rewards platform, it'll be, what's the best way to earn credits, things like that. Headquarters will be questions on the overall system. And if you click on them, Mike has it so it loads up inside the headquarters platform. Ooh, free loot alert.
Your menu just changed, by the way.
Oh, nice. You made me know.
Now they can. Yeah, I took you off admin, by the way.
Whatever will I do? So this is how they'll see the article. So again, we'll have that video player up here. So we'll just, as long as somebody's on the site, we're going to be generating revenue from them. We've got our news, which is just news. Blog, same thing. It opens up inside the headquarters template. We've got videos. These videos will be provided from YouTubers. It'll be provided by us, official videos. So again, we've got, oops, that didn't go to the new template.
Not yet. We haven't switched those over yet. We're going to do that when we launch it, yeah.
Yeah, because that affects the public.
Yeah, they're showing in the old template still.
Yeah. But you can see we have ads in the video.
Video ads, yep.
Then we've got the rewards platform, of course. All revamped for the new theme. My daily reward.
Yeah, I haven't gotten mine either.
Everything's laid out. Nice colors. See how everything lines up perfectly here? Doesn't that look nice?
And there's a new notification section too.
Yes, up here.
To reduce the amount of pop-ups. So
yeah,
they reside in there. Those little pop-ups will go into the notifications instead. Yeah,
looks a lot nicer than having everything pop up and break your flow. And then if you miss it, you don't know what it was, so you can just come up here and I saw, watching video task completed, see what I won. Works nice. You got your watch videos, of course, offer wall surveys, browse sites is laid out nicely. Web games, and your stats, of course. Some people have some questions about the web games and how they reward. So you get rewarded as long as you are playing the game and you have it open. And that's why we limited it to 2,000. So you can't just open up 50 windows and leave them running all day.
Yeah.
But this is a great way to earn credits. People should use this quite heavily along with the browse sites. It's a great way to just earn a lot of credits quickly. We've got our shop inventory. People can purchase credits. You got your weapons, inventory.
Yeah, it's pretty familiar. Most of it is the same layouts and stuff like that, just kind of revamped.
Yeah. Oh, no, these don't line up.
Oh, boy. There's nothing we can do about those.
I'm just kidding, I know.
The titles are long.
I know. And then we got the support, of course. So this is the Doty headquarters. It's going to have a lot more features here. Players are going to be able to view live stats on servers. They can look up other players, so you can see like your whole kill-death ratio, what server are you playing, your favorite weapon, all sorts of cool stats that people will want to see. And again, they'll be staying on the page reading it all, which means we have video ads playing, which means we generate revenue, as well as a wiki. We'll have a full wiki here that breaks down every item in the game, every location in the game, every vehicle, everything like that. So again, time on page and page views is essential, and that's why we're adding valuable things to the site that people will stay on the page for a long period of time and generate us revenue the entire time they're here.
Yep. And they can access it through the game.
Yeah. You have one button click in game. You'll be automatically logged into the headquarter platform. And you don't have to worry about logging it at all. Mike handles it all behind the scenes. It's auto logs you in, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm real busy when people are playing. Because I handle all that behind the scenes.
All right, I'm going to how do I stop sharing? Okay, there we go. Stop sharing. All right, you can unlock it from me.
Yeah, I can unlock it. Here you go.
Otherwise, it's awkward where
I think I just did it. Maybe not.
Yeah, into my presentation.
Okay, good.
All right, what is next? Does anyone have any questions so far on the Doty timeline or the Doty headquarters? I'm going to start going into some other stuff. While you type your questions out, if you could try and look for those, Mike, I'm going to
Yeah, I'm just looking up through past questions. What is the incentive for the YouTubers to promote the game? That's a good question.
The incentive for them is YouTubers need new content to keep their subscribers happy. Their subscribers count on them to find new games to keep it interesting. So the reward for them is having more content for their players to enjoy. That's basically how it works for all gaming streamers. They need new content, and they want to be playing the games that their players are playing. So if their players find a game interesting, then they want to cover it because they generate their revenue from ad revenue. So if nobody's interested in watching their videos, or if they don't enjoy a game, a lot of these guys play multiple games so that no matter what, all of their subscribers will enjoy some of their videos.
That is true. Yeah. What a big thing about the gaming YouTubers is that they play different games to actually reach different markets. Because you got different people that play different games, and they'll look up their game, and they'll see somebody new playing it, and they'll check them out, and they might subscribe. So it's a kind of a win-win-win for everybody for that. And then our game will get promoted to, people that hadn't heard of it before. So yeah, it's a good thing. And then also the YouTubers that choose to share their videos on our platform will get a link back to their YouTube channel or their Twitch channel. So that's built in. So
I'm finding a few.
Justin says the misaligned weapons columns triggered his OCD. Yeah, well, misaligned weapons. Well, you should see them lying around the new map. They're all misaligned there.
Yeah. I'm pulling some screenshots up here. Ben just sent them to me. We revamped our lighting system. So I will.
Yeah, we put some little Philips Hue. No, I'm kidding. Some fluorescence in and make your skin look green. It's nice. I'm filling time while you pull up a screenshot. I'll make you the presenter again too.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, it's small.
Yeah, oh, there we go. That's
right, that's much better. Much better.
This is just a day-night cycle. It's still a little bright at night, but this is a view from one of the hills in the new game mode, so you can see the scale. It's just a massive map. And I got some.
Yeah, it is a big map.
This is one of the places, one of the log cabins. This user interface is all going to be revamped. Let me pull up a screenshot of the mock-up that I did of what it's going to look like. I think it looks a lot cleaner.
Yeah, the new map, I love all the barriers that have been added to it that you can hide behind, and the trees are redone, so a lot more of them. So you can stay hidden.
Definitely.
And snipe people from far away. And the bridge, yeah, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. So this is the mock-up that I did. I moved, here's the old one. Here's a new one. So you can see it's all a lot more condensed. You have your red team, blue team down here. This blue color here will change to red if you're on the red team. So this here would be red to kind of give you some quick visual indicators of what team you're on.
Also, the clothes you wear are red or blue. So
yep, but pretty quick here, we're going to allow players to customize their skins. So
no, that's true.
Yeah, they're going to have a ton of different characters that they can play, different helmets. We got shark heads, chicken heads. I mean, just all
flamingo. Don't forget the flamingo.
Yep, we have flamingo head.
The running theme in our game.
Yeah. And then these here would be the buffs for when you capture a point. Normally, they show up like under here. So they're going to be showing up down here. And then these are your grenades. So you'll have an icon here for grenade. Those are just placeholders. The white boxes are all just placeholders. You got your weapon type, how much ammo you have, how much time is left in the map, your health, your armor. And so some other screenshots here. It's one of the little eating places in the cabin. I think that's in the start area.
Yeah. And the little flags that you saw, I think I saw a flag on one of your screenshots.
Yeah.
Those are the points of interest that you capture.
Yeah, and we do have new icons for those. They're just not in yet. So they do look a little different. And they'll be color-coded, so if the blue team is holding it, it'll be blue, that sort of thing.
Yeah, those icons show you what distance away from the point you are, and they will always show, so you know which direction to run and stuff like that.
Yeah, so you never get lost.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Well,
you definitely could get lost in this map. Clayton Inman, I just got here. Can you start up? Yeah, let's start from the beginning. Right. Yes. That's funny. Yeah, Clayton, you'll have the recording after we're done.
All right, so I'm going to close that out. All right, I'm going to stop sharing here.
Has anyone thought about merchandise?
Definitely.
Of course we've thought about merchandise, but
got to get the game popular first. But yeah, it's definitely something we could sell in the headquarters for sure.
Yeah. Day of the Infected underwear.
I think you have it locked on me still.
Oh, yes, I do. I want them to see your pretty face. There it is. All right. It should be off now. All right. Good.
All right. So that is Adobe headquarters. The next one is Adobe Mobile Companion App. I'm working on the mobile companion app so players can earn credits through our mobile app. Rewarded videos. They can view the news, which will have advertisements in, of course. So they can stay up to date with the game and they can earn credits. And the way they link it is through a simple code. Mike generated, I think it's a 6-digit code that's unique. Yeah. And then the player enters that into the phone, and then that syncs it all together. They only have to do that once. And then any credits that they earn will be added to the right account.
Correct. Which we need to test.
Yes.
I believe. Once you're ready.
Yeah. All right.
Somebody said zombie coffee. That's a good idea.
That'd be awesome.
Day of the Infected coffee. That doesn't really sound good, though. Doty coffee, but I wouldn't drink infected coffee.
It does sound kind of gross.
Yeah.
The next thing I got on my list here is kingdoms.io. So,
somebody said, are we developing the mobile apps or are they outsourced? Actually, Bobby is developing that app.
Yeah, all in-house.
Himself. So
yeah,
he can deal with the OCD stuff.
I didn't have enough to do, so I figured why not develop a phone app too?
Why not add that and
plus
an IO game on top of it? And that's a good segue.
Who needs sleep?
Right, yeah.
So the IO game that I'm developing out will use the Kingdoms IO brand. It's going to be a real-time strategy game. I've been doing a lot of research with IO games, and there hasn't really been anything like it. It's a very popular genre. So I have no doubt that people are going to love it. It's kind of a mix between Zombs IO, Lords IO, but it's more real-time strategy where you're not controlling one unit. You have a team, and you can keep spawning in units, and you basically have to survive every night. More and more enemies will keep coming to attack your base, and it's a player versus environment experience. So all of the players in the server will be on a team. So there's a couple reasons for this. Again, I reached out to that video ad company. We're going to look into having the video ad play over the game. So kind of build in a sidebar into the game window, and then we'll have that video ad playing nonstop while people are playing the game. So as long as we keep people in game, we'll be generating revenue from them. By keeping it player versus environment, you get rid of the whole one person's kind of dominating the whole server. If they've been there all day, their units are super powerful, then no one else will have a chance because that person just brings their army and just destroys everything. So by keeping it player versus environment, that means that we can spawn in like world bosses. Players can work together to defend bases. Excuse me. And it just creates a better atmosphere for players to enjoy it. And then no matter if you joined in at the start of the server, at the end of the server, you have an equal playing field because the waves that come at your base are all based on how long you've been in there. So it scales with you as you go. So there's a couple of reasons we're building out the IO game. One is just to have another revenue stream. The other one kind of ties into our next section here, completely revamping Gaspo and building it into a powerhouse for IO games. So I'll talk a little bit more about Kingdoms in a second, but kind of want to dive into Gaspo and get started on this. So there's a few things that we want to do with Gaspo to kind of really fully take advantage of its power. I found out, I think Mike pointed this out. I think it was, I can't even remember who, or maybe it was Peter or Paul. I don't know. I can't keep my conversation straight. But I looked at what I thought was a Google Dance, and it's actually every single Friday and Saturday is when our traffic dips. So based on time zones and everything like that, it's probably people that are playing from work or school. And then on Friday and Saturday, when they're not, at work or school, I think it's time zone, so it's probably Saturday and Sunday. Our traffic dips down, so our rankings are actually really strong. But I think that there's more that we can do with Gaspo to make it a powerhouse. So we want Gaspo to be the #1 site for all things related to IO games. So we're going to build a reward platform inside Gaspo and have it called Gaspo credits or Gaspo coins or something for the currency. So the point of this is that all IO games, all developers could register on Gaspo. They can have a developer account. They can add games to the system. They can edit the listing pages so that we don't have to worry about that. We'll build in key things to make sure that the key SEO keywords are there. But they'll be able to add the games, and then we're going to have an API that allows them to tie into our reward platform. So if Joe Schmo comes and earns 5,000 Gaspo credits on Gaspo, and then he goes and plays agar.io. Well, on agar.io, they sell custom skins, and they actually sell currency. But for all the people that don't want to pay real money, they could go to Gaspo, do some surveys real quick, and then go to agar.io. Our API will let agar.io say, what's the username on Gaspo? Again, we'll probably do a token system or something. And then they'll be able to redeem their Gaspo coins inside agar.io to earn in-game currency for that game. So we almost become like a payment processor for all of these IO games. But this does a couple things for us. Not only will all of these popular games send us their traffic, which builds up Gaspo, our ad revenue, ads all over the place, of course, with the reward platform. So we get tons of traffic pointed in. It gives us SEO power because all of the games will be linking to Gaspo. And then it also allows us to aggregate all of these IO game players in one area, build our brand around it so that when we have a game like Kingdoms IO, then when we want to get it out there, we put it front and center on Gaspo. We can run ads for it all across Gaspo. And leverage everyone else's traffic that's sending to us to promote our IO games to get them instantly popular. And then there's really nothing like this for IO games right now. A lot of IO games are starting to do in-game transactions, microtransactions, but none of them are allowing you to earn credits through any other method. It's not worth a developer's time to try and figure out how to do all this stuff that Mike and I have been doing for like the past umpteen years. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for them to do it. If they could leverage our system, whenever somebody redeems a coin, they'll get X% of it. We'll probably do our same 70-30. So the game would make 70%. The reward platform would earn 30%. It's a standard transaction fee. It's what the app stores use. So I don't think we'd have any pushback from the game developers on that. And then it just allows us to make tons of ad revenue, tons of revenue off the offer walls, the reward platforms. And it gives us a massive player base to promote whatever we want. So along with that, we're going to have like a blog platform so we can have gaming news. We can become a leader in IO game news, write articles about new games. Again, get tons of SEO traffic, but also promote those articles to people on the rewards platform to read up, to kind of become an authority in the IO game space, and have ad revenue, of course, all that fun stuff. The other thing that this allows us to do by having all developers registered with us is it gives us easy access to all these other developers. So it kind of plays into where we have strengths with our advertising backgrounds and that sort of thing, monetization. So we could, if we have a product that would be a good fit for all of them, we can kind of be the middleman between the ad companies and the IO games. And through that, we'll be doing it through the brand in-play ads that we have. So in-play ads will basically have a section in Gaspo. So Gaspo monetization could be powered by in-play ads. So when people integrate our in-play ads integrations on their site, we could do banner ads, video ads, rewarded video, whatever we wanted to do. The IO games would be leveraging our technology for revenue, and we get a cut of everything. So imagine being able to have a piece of revenue of every IO game that's out there. We provide so much value to these IO games by integrating and getting approved by all of these bigger ad companies that would be hard for an individual game to do. So we kind of just aggregate all the traffic in one spot and allow everyone to benefit from it.
Yeah, we had the idea for in-play ads. This was before in-play rewards came out. That's where the name in-play rewards came. We had the in-play ads idea a long time ago, and we've actually had that domain for a long time. And yeah, then we came out with in-play rewards. We kind of put it on the side and not thought about it until now that Gaspo is doing really well. We're like, well, let's pull out that idea again.
Yeah.
So,
and again, this would allow you guys access to advertise across all IO games as well. If they're using our system, then we control the ads that are going out there. We control the price, the rev share, and everything like that. So it gives us a really wide reach to advertise whatever we want across IO games. And that there's also a strong SEO play here because if you look at a lot of IO games, almost all of them link back to iogames.space because they're the big dog right now. If you look somewhere, you'll see more IO games. More than likely, you'll see that on an IO game. So what this will allow us to do is overtake them as the #1 player, have everyone linked to us. It's going to help our SEO. We'll have a widget that they can put on their homepage that talks about Gaspo earning credits. And then the other thing that I wanted to do was have developers be able to kind of like refer people to Gaspo reward platform and earn revenue even if the person doesn't redeem their coins with that game. So, for example, if agar.io sends us 1 million people and they all use a reward platform, but then they go play zoms.io and they redeem coins on zoms.io, agar.io will still get a small piece of that just because they referred them to us in the first place. So what that's going to do is make these games want to promote us heavily to make sure that they're the first ones that refer the person to us. So the first person that sends them to us gets the credit for that user for life. So these games are going to try and promote us heavily to make sure that their people come to us first.
Gonna be good, and we'll get this done by tomorrow. Okay, no, this is gonna.
I'm pretty excited about Gaspo revamp.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be huge. I think that there's a huge hole in the market for this, and we can really fill a big hole in the market for these IO game owners. And again, keep promoting our own IO games, keep developing those, and have just massive traffic bases that we can send to them instantly, make them super popular. Then we got in-play ads, but kind of talked about that before. So basically, building out our ad agency that we keep talking about that will allow you guys to advertise across all of our properties. And then I think that's it as far as the update goes. And I've just got some goals and strategies that we're going to be taking into next year. You got anything on any of the stuff we've covered so far?
No, I think I've interjected what I had to think. I've been watching games too. There's somebody asked if we were able to build our own game platform like Epic's doing, or is that not a viable situation for us down the road? So instead of being on Steam, have our own launcher and stuff like that, having a Holy Fire Games launcher.
Yeah, we definitely could, and it makes sense to do that once you have a couple games that are really popular. For example, like EA has their own launcher, Origin. So a lot of big companies definitely go that route. There's also Discord. They're launching one. I saw their rev share is 90-10 compared to 70-30. Steam takes 30%. But Epic Games is, I think, 88%, and then 12%. And then Discord just came out today with their number, and they went up by 2%. They're 90-10. So
oh my goodness,
Discord gives you 90%. So I'm definitely looking at that to Discord.
Yeah,
they've got a full API as well.
Very nice.
So definitely options to launch on multiple platforms. We're not tied down to one platform.
Right.
You know, we can do whatever we want.
There's a how are the vehicles coming along? They are.
Very good.
They are.
Yep, very good. So Chili, his nickname. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. It's like
Johans, yeah, something like that.
Sweden or something.
Right.
He's been helping us with some crosshairs and feedback hits, so some shader stuff like that. But vehicles are coming along good. I should have a fire truck to show you guys soon. Everything with vehicles is going along great. We just got to get there to integrate them. But that's going to be huge for players to get vehicles in.
Yeah, we are going to launch prior to the vehicles being ready, though. That's it won't be in the first game mode, but in future, it'll be a good update. Also, a question came out. Let's see. Will it be available? Oh, will it be available for like consoles, like Xbox? And
we do have the ability to do that. We could publish to Xbox, PlayStation. It's a matter of if we have the developer manpower to do it. We'd want somebody dedicated to consoles.
Future.
Yeah, but it's definitely doable. We use Unity 3D. We can publish to any platform.
Right. I'm looking through. I don't see any other questions that we missed.
Cool.
So.
All right. So leading into 2019. So 2018 has been a year where we built an insane amount of framework and structure that we can then build and launch upon. So 2018 has it's been a grind. It's been a very, very long grind, but it's necessary. We built systems and frameworks in place to really build a solid game and a solid infrastructure for the website, the reward platforms. Everything is in place to springboard off of this now in 2019 and just have massive launches. We can support endless number of players in game now. I know that this year has been not as exciting as we were hoping, but everything that we've been doing this year is for a purpose, serves a purpose, and it's going to really benefit us in 2019. So my goals for 2019 is to have Dota with a massive launch, millions of players, a real powerhouse in the Steam free-to-play area. I know we can do it. I know it's going to happen, and it's going to happen very quickly in 2019. That's our flagship game that we're going to be going out with. That's what's going to put Holy Fire Games' name on the map and allow us to have a lot of publicity when we launch our other games. To have tons of people in the headquarters that we can promote our other games too. We'll have Gaspo. That's going to be a main focus of 2019. Getting the whole platform built up, revamping it all, taking advantage of its SEO power, and to get everyone linking back to it. The reward platform. Luckily, the rewards platforms, if we use the same headquarters theme, I'm hoping we can reuse a lot of that work. Just changing, keys and stuff like that. We built so many reward platforms that it's kind of down to a science now.
Yeah, we definitely do.
So getting that up and going isn't going to be too hard at all. And then we've got the API to build out to allow people to redeem it. So back to Kingdoms real quick. One of the other reasons that I want to build that out is to use that as a proof of concept for Gaspo, for the API, and to promote Gaspo from a popular IO game. So that's one of the main reasons of getting an IO game out ASAP, is to push all of our traffic to Gaspo with that for the reward platform, get people started. We've got in-play ads, which will be the backbone of our advertising platform for Gaspo and all of our properties. And then my big goal for 2019 is to start having multiple teams with Holy Fire Games. One team will be doing IO games nonstop, pushing out IO games. One team will be pushing out mobile games. And then the other team is going to be pushing out PC games. So we've got multiple ideas for more PC games. We'll probably have multiple teams in the PC game department, one team per game to keep promoting content or pushing out content for each game. I've got a couple big ideas around a 2D MMORPG, which is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Another game that's like Terraria, massively popular game. Still got Forsaken Legends to push out, which will be massively popular as well. So once we get revenue coming in and we're solid revenue, then I can start growing our team slowly to branch out into these other areas and just keep recycling the money that we're generating to keep growing the company. But 2019, we will be a powerhouse in the gaming industry. No doubt about it. I'm not going to stop until we are. We've got just so much in our favor going for us in our favor right now. We're set up for some insane growth in the first couple months of 2019. It's crazy how good we're set up. So I'm really looking forward to 2019. New year, new focus for the company, growth instead of structure building. Having some fun this year. So down to the section of how you can help. So the biggest way that you can help right now is having patience. I know it's hard. I know you guys have been with us for the long haul. We've been over a year now. We've been going at this with the Backdoor Society. So I can't thank you enough for your patience and your understanding with how and why we're launching things out. Everything is looking awesome. There's no problems on the horizon. We have there's no structural issues at all with what's going on, why we're waiting. It's all about the best product going forward. So the patience in that department would be great, because we want to make sure that we're not rushed into releasing a product if we can financially wait to release it until it's the best product possible. The next thing that you can do is keep playing the Jump Stack Hero game. I'm trying to see how the CPM stabilize for when we start promoting the mobile games. It's only on Android, I know. Did we get that out on iOS?
I have no earthly idea.
I'm going to check.
I think it was just Android.
I thought it was too, but then I thought that we did get it out for iOS. I'll have to check on that. I'll check.
I'm not a big iOS fan, so I don't really care. I'm just joking. No, I do care, because a lot of people have iPhones, so I do care. I do care.
The next big thing is promoting Doty when it's ready. We're so close, guys. We're so close. We've been at this for so many months, and we are so close to the finish line to be able to start promoting this. Don't lose faith now. Everything is looking awesome. The game looks amazing. Like, I cannot wait to see 100, 200 people in this game mode, just bullets flying everywhere, vehicles, flying down the roads with people up top on the machine guns. It's going to be epic. I cannot wait.
I kind of compare it to building a house. You see walls go up so fast, and everything, all the outside stuff goes up so fast, and then it's almost like building stops. But what's happening is that they're working on wiring, they're working on plumbing, they're working, all the stuff on the inside that you don't see, and all the background stuff. And it's what takes the longest sometimes. And that's what's going on right now. So
that is a good analogy. And then the other thing that you guys could definitely help us with is if you can use the Doty Rewards platform on a daily basis. No, we don't have a ton of people using it right now. We've got some gamers using it and a couple of you guys using it. But if we can keep views on that, it helps us with our advertisers. Video.fishing really needs some traffic. My favorite content, video player needs help. So and the web games, if you can leave those running for an hour a day, I mean, that would be amazing.
The web games is really easy now.
Yeah, open up what I do. I open up 4 web games. I put them on another monitor, like put them in each corner, and then I just keep hitting the play button.
Yeah.
For the game. I don't play the game. I just hit the play button whenever I can.
You don't have to play it. Yeah.
And it really helps us out so much. So we want to show that we have growth there, so that we don't lose the advertisers before we get the massive influx of players from releasing the game. So the other good thing is that when we release the update to the game for player customization, cosmetics are huge. That's how Fortnite makes hundreds of millions of dollars a month, is with cosmetics. So when we release the ability, which is what the new programmer is working on, to customize your player experience and your uniform and your helmet, it's gonna draw people into the headquarters platform, purchasing credits, using the system to earn credits. That's really gonna uptake the whole acceptance of the headquarters. So we're pushing for that as quickly as possible.
Man, we should approach Epic Games about building a reward system for them.
You know,
we know how to do it.
But the problem is Epic has a tendency to just take somebody's idea and do it.
Gotcha.
They're a multi-billion-dollar company.
Well, if they want to invest the hours it took us to figure it out.
Right. Yeah. So that's a scary part with Epic. But
sure, good point.
I don't know why they don't, because they're leaving billions of dollars on the table.
I know.
If Epic had a reward site, they would be generating millions of dollars a day. It's insane that they don't. It really is. But that's fine, because we will. So, I see this all the time with mobile games too. There's a couple games I play now where there's no way to effectively earn gems and things like that. And these games have like 10, 50 million downloads. And if they would just, that's a problem. They're game developers. They're not marketers. So they don't understand how much money they're leaving on the table.
Right.
They're happy with picking up a few purchases here and there from people who do it. But 99% of the people that don't purchase would gladly watch videos or, play a web game. I mean, I would do it all day long if I could.
I would do it. Definitely. Yeah.
So overall, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns at all.
Deb Lane said, are you still planning to white label the reward system?
Yeah, definitely. So
that's a possibility. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It all comes down to, at the end of the day, if it's financially worth it for us. Right. If we get a couple games going and we've got millions of players on it, Mike's going to be pretty busy with the rewards platforms that we have, just maintaining those. So if we could come up with a way to white label it where it was all off one platform somehow, with like a service, something, maybe.
Listen, if you can hire developers, why can't I? Huh? Come on now.
It's definitely an option, something we could definitely look into. And again, once we have Dodie up and running with it and we have those numbers, we can easily take those to other game companies. And that's the whole point of getting these proof of concepts up and going. That's what we really need. And then that gives us leverage to go to these other game companies. And instead of them going through the trouble of doing it, if it's ready to go and we show the numbers, we have a lot higher chance of getting them on board. And we would do the same thing, 70-30 with them. Standard industry rev share.
Yeah.
Definitely an option though.
And plus, if it's not enough traffic to benefit y'all, I mean, it's not really worth it either for us to do. I think we've run out of stuff to talk about. I don't see any other questions. I think we hit them all.
Nice. Well, I hope you guys are looking forward to 2019 as much as I am, because we are going to blow the gates open in 2019. I guarantee it. It's going to be a very, very good year.
Yeah. Agreed.
So tired. Everyone have a good holiday break here. Everyone relax. Get ready for a very busy 2019.
Oh, somebody asked if we're planning new spreadsheet numbers. You didn't pull a spreadsheet out, Bobby.
I didn't, did
I? If we do, we'll send a link out or something.
Yeah. What I can do is
pretty much the same.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing to talk about here is the gold member site. So we've got the ability to pull in some information from PlayFab. So we'll be able to give you guys a lot better idea of how many players are playing on a daily basis. Revenue being generated across different platforms. We can tie in a lot more information to the gold member platform. We will do that. We want that to be a hub that really gives you guys a clear understanding of how things are going. The other thing with the gold members platform is we're going to be looking into TransferWise APIs so that you guys can, we can automate the whole payout process. So for international users, TransferWise allows you to set up a borderless bank account that we could transfer to without conversion fees and things like that. Really cool process. So definitely a lot of stuff that we're looking for the gold member platform. We'll be building that out a lot more and making sure that the payment process is a lot smoother. Because right now somebody requests a payment and then we don't get payment requests very often because we haven't paid out much. So it sits there for a week until somebody sends a support ticket. I'm like, oh crap. And then I go and pay it. So it's a manual process right now where we can automate the whole thing. And start showing you guys a lot more information so you guys can see on a daily basis our growth and how everything's looking. And then you guys can be excited as we are when we log in and see millions of people playing Dota on a daily basis.
Yeah. Then I can hop in and shoot a few of them. Like I always do.
What's crazy is how much fun the game is, even with 8 people on the current game mode. You log in with 8 people, and I mean, you'll just be running around. All of a sudden, you get a shotgun blast, and you're completely taken out. And I just laugh so hard.
Yeah, I laugh too. Yeah,
it's so unexpected. Just out of nowhere, you get a shotgun blast. I mean, those are the kind of moments that YouTubers are going to love, and it's just going to be crazy when we have all of the aspects of the game in their vehicles. RPGs coming out of a window at you, your vehicle. I mean, it's gonna be very crazy. So I can't wait.
All righty. So a lot of Merry Christmases, Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas to y'all. Happy Holidays. Hope y'all have a good rest of the year. And I'll see you around the Slack and what else? What else are we in? Discord.
Discord.
and Dota, Killing Zombies. I'll see y'all in there too.
All right, guys. Everyone have a good night, good day, good month, good Christmas, holidays.
All right, we'll see y'all.
See you guys.